Hello, and thank you for your interest in ChoralWorks. This video is an introduction to using ChoralWorks to help you learn choir music. ChoralWorks lets you play your part alone or in combination with other voices. You can isolate your own part or play your part louder while the others play more softly so you can hear the context. You can change the tempo and use a built-in metronome. You can make markers to repeat certain passages in the music for easy learning. This video will demonstrate all of these features. ChoralWorks is made for mobile devices, both iOS and Android, and for computers, so you can use it wherever you are. ChoralWorks doesn't require an account or login or track you in any way, and it's completely free. Here's the screen that you'll see when you load a song. You'll see the title at the top of the screen, and you'll see typical controls for play, pause, and rewind. There's also a position indicator that shows where you are by bar, beat, and subdivision. So this indicator is showing that you're at bar 5, beat 2, the first eighth note. Let's hear the song. ChoralWorks uses high-quality piano sounds, which are much easier to hear than the synthesized sounds you usually hear on a phone. You can isolate your own part using the arrow button. Or you can highlight your part while the other voices play more softly using the star button. If you want to hear a different combination, you can mute voices and adjust volume however you wish. Here the alto and tenor voices are playing alone, with the alto louder than the tenor. When you're ready to hear everything together again, you can easily reset it by clicking the arrow buttons again. There are other ways to control your ChoralWorks song. You can adjust the tempo, can slow it down, not too important for this particular song, or you can speed it up if you want to. And then there are markers, which you can think of like bookmarks or shortcuts to particular places in the score. Here you can see some markers that I've already set up, with the location, bar, beat, and subdivision, and title. Choose a marker to go to that position. Now that marker is set as the current marker, and you can play from that position by choosing the Play from Marker button on the left side. You can keep going back to that marker as many times as you need to learn your part. Want to play just your part at that marker? Great! Let's add in the tenor. Now let's add in the bass. And finally, all 4 parts. You can also add your own markers using the Add Marker button. Let's say I wanted to make a marker at bar 23. It's kind of hard to find the beginning of the bar, so you can use the Find Control controls to move the cursor to the spot you need it to be. This is bar 23 at the very beginning. Now let's make a marker there. We save the marker. You can see that that is set as the current marker and that it is listed here in the markers list. You can also edit markers as much as you like. Let's edit this marker. And you can see that we have changed that marker. Maybe the marker that we had before, we don't need anymore. And you can see that it is missing now from the list. Markers are a very powerful tool in ChoralWorks. Here's a tip if you can't remember what all of the buttons are for. At the top of the screen, click on this information button to show tooltips that will remind you what all of the buttons are for. Click anywhere on the screen to dismiss the tooltips. There are some other elements that you can change in your song. Go to the Settings menu in the upper right of the screen. You see you have a number of options. You can change the name of your song. And you see that it's changed there at the top of the screen. You can also change the names of the voices. And you see that their names now appear on the buttons for the voices. Once you've made your changes, you can save your song, complete with any markers that you might have made, to your computer, phone, or tablet. Give your song a name and click Save File. The file will download to your computer or phone, wherever you have it set to save downloads. Let's see how you would access ChoralWorks files as a singer. The easiest way to open a song is to use a special link that opens both the app and the file at the same time. You are most likely to get one of these special links, perhaps from your choir director, to open ChoralWorks songs. ChoralWorks can be a valuable tool to help learn music outside of rehearsal. I tell my singers that if you can sing your own part with all of the other voices playing, but your part turned off, then you're ready for rehearsal. It's also possible for singers and directors to make their own ChoralWorks files. There's another video available to demonstrate how to do this, linked in the description of the video on YouTube. There's also a link to the ChoralWorks file that appeared in this demo. Check it out to see how it works. I hope you find ChoralWorks to be a useful and enjoyable tool to learn your music.